door. Oh! Hi, it's Holly and welcome back to my channel. Today I am here with Frenchie my rabbit because... why are you here? This is Frenchie. She has a moustache. So today I'm doing another storytime video. This is my second storytime. Wow, okay. This is my second storytime video I've ever done. So the last storytime I did, for those of you that didn't watch it, was how I got hit by a car. So if you want to watch that, I'll link it down below. But today's storytime video is how I was stalked and nearly kidnapped by an old man. This story starts by me going to my mall, and to get to my local mall I have to catch 2 buses to get there. So I was catching the first bus and then I got off at my stop and he just followed me off, and I just assumed that that's where he gets off and stuff. It could really well have been that, and it just could have been a coincidence that he didn't follow me onto my next bus. But then what happened was, while I was waiting for the next bus, he started talking to me and he's like, "Hi, I'm Nick," and he had a really, a very strong Greek accent, so he's Greek, and he's like, "Hi, my name's Nick, how are you, what's your name?" And I was like, "Heidi." So I said Heidi because I was about to say Holly, and then I was really fast, like, Heidi. He's like, "Oh, Heidi, I love that name." And I was like, "Cool." That was a really bad Greek accent, but you know, like, he was like playing it up and stuff. So I get onto the second bus before him, and there's like tons and tons of empty seats everywhere and stuff, so I just go and sit down. I always sit like so that there's room for someone else to sit next to me, because you know I hate people that like sit on one side of the bus and like don't let anyone else sit on. So I just sat down, and then he followed me on a few people later and then sat next to me on the bus, and I was like, oh, this is great. And since he was in the aisle seat, I felt trapped, and like I couldn't get up and leave because he was in the way, and he was rather big, so you know it was very hard to get like around him and stuff. So I was like, oh, this is great. So anyways, people that got on the bus with me, they saw me talking to him beforehand and getting on the bus pretty much with him, so they pretty much assumed that he was like my uncle or my granddad or something. So I was heading to the mall, and he just kept trying to talk to me, and I was just very like hesitant. This was like nearly 2 years ago now, so it was quite a while ago. So I was like freaking out, and I was kind of just like really calmly trying to talk my way out of things, because I'm pretty good at talking my way out of stuff. And so yeah, anyways, he started like talking to me, and then so we're getting up to my stop, and I like to be standing and ready to get off like the stop before mine, just so that it's easier for me to get off, and it means that I definitely won't miss out on getting off and stuff. So he was like, "Oh, we get off together, this is my stop too. Do you like coffee? I'll go buy you coffee." And I was like, okay. And everyone on the bus kind of just assumed that we knew each other, so they were kind of laughing and kind of like, "Oh, cute, he's gonna buy her coffee and stuff." And then I suddenly just burst out, and I'm like, "I don't know you, I don't want to get coffee with you. Can you please get out of my way so I can go to the door and get off the bus?" And he goes, no, you go with me. We go together." Then he grabs my hand, and I'm like, shit. And this is when everyone on the bus is suddenly like, holy shit, this guy is not related to her. This is some random creep. And so they were all like, okay, we need to help this girl. The bus stopped up. He got off, and he was like trying to like drag me off. And then someone just kind of like pushed him aside and like let me get off, and I just sprinted to the mall. Like I had to go across the road, and I just sprinted there. So the first thing I did when I got to the mall was I ran into Veligo, which is like a clothing store with affordable clothes, and I ran in there. I found like this elephant t-shirt, and I was like, I'm buying this t-shirt. So I bought this t-shirt, and then I ran to Starbucks and I ordered a coffee, and while the coffee was getting made, I ran to the changing room, like to the bathroom, changed into a new t-shirt so I didn't look the same, took out my hair and put it like in a different style, then ran back just in time for my coffee to be ready. So then he couldn't recognize me and stuff, and I think I was buying Christmas presents at the time, so I was going all looking around for Christmas presents. So I went like all over the mall, and I was just really scared that he was going to show up again and then try and get me again, and I was just really freaking out. And then so I was like running on the mall and like being like extremely cautious of where I was going and like where I would go into. I kind of made sure I went into like women's clothing stores more than anything else, because I didn't think that he would be in women's clothing stores. But yeah, it was just really scary, and just the fact that he grabbed me on the bus just like made me like freak out, and how like everyone on the bus then started freaking out, that kind of made me freak out even more. And it was just a really terrifying experience. So if you ever meet a Greek guy called Nick, just don't go near him. Don't be polite and talk to him when he talks to you. Just pretend you don't speak English, and hopefully life will go on. is sleeping. I hope you guys enjoyed this storytime video. I really enjoy doing these videos because it means I can just kind of talk to you guys about past experiences I've had, and I think it's just pretty interesting, and I love watching these videos as well. Have you guys been watching Shane Dawson's parodies of these videos? Because they're hilarious. Like, oh my gosh, like I can't even be mad at him because they're so funny. And so yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Smile, be safe and stay beautiful guys, and I'll see you in my next one. Adios.